Linda McMahon is with us, former administrator of the Small Business Association. Linda, welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me this morning. It's
What
great.
is this? What are you? You can't be on the presidential ballot. I can't vote for you if he hasn't released his tax returns?
Well, I guess if it can't beat him at the polls, they'll just try not to put him on the ballot. Just tried before, and Governor Brown vetoed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
And,
it's unconstitutional, surely.
I don't think it has any basis in law at all. And it'll be shot down. I mean,
Good. I'm glad we dealt with that real fast, right out of the box.
Just shoot that right down.
Yeah, let's shoot it. Right. Your reaction to the jobs report. I know you've been listening to me. I've been saying spectacular, a blockbuster. You go.
Ecstatic. I mean, the president's policies are clearly working. They continue to work. You know, when I was at the Small Business Administration until a couple of weeks ago, and all over the country, when I was visiting all of these jobs in all 50 states, small businesses, and touring a lot of those and talking to over 800 business owners, and they were telling me how effective tax cuts were being for them, regulatory rollback, and we just continue to see it. Growth in manufacturing jobs. I mean, I think U.S. Steel is going to spend about $1 billion in new plants in Pittsburgh. I think that was just announced recently. Yep. We're seeing all of this come back. The president predicted it. He said this is what we need to do, and it's working. The economy is growing. I mean, the facts are the facts.
Indeed. But what do you make of what the presidential frontrunner, Joe Biden, on the Democrat side, Joe Biden said, look, you got the tax cuts, you didn't get the tax cuts, you didn't feel them. The stock market is rallying, you didn't feel it. It means nothing to you. Wages are stagnant, he said. What's your answer to that?
Well, wages aren't stagnant. They're continuing to grow. You know, they're growing at about 3.2%. You do feel that. We'd like to see it grow more, but it's consistent, you know. And so I asked somebody the other day about that. I was kind of in out as I was touring, and I said, so just give me a common man's answer to that. And he said, you know what? I drive around. You know what I see I didn't used to see? I see help wanted signs.
True.
Haven't seen those in a long time, help wanted signs. So when you see help wanted signs, people will come back into the labor market, and it makes wages more competitive because the job market is so tight. You know, we've got many more jobs than we have people to fill those jobs. And so it makes wages more competitive. People are holding on to those jobs, and you can leave a job and go someplace else because there's that opportunity.
I just want to know, and I haven't seen it yet, what are the Democrats, what are the front runners going to say about today's jobs report and the growth in the economy? I mean, I don't know what answer they're going to have.
Other than, let's impeach Bill Barr. Well, let's go after him, and then let's go after the president. Yeah, because they can't talk about the economy. It's just, they just have no basis to talk about the economy. And the economy's growing. People are feeling it. They're happy. And I just think it's a win-win for the president in 2020.
How do you feel about leaving the administration, leaving, I'm going to say, you're not left politics, but you've certainly left government. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm happy to be in my new position as the chair of the
how do you feel about leaving
PAC.
government? Are you happy?
Well, I enjoyed my work at the Small Business Administration. Clearly, I was able to go all over the country and meet with small business owners. And I went to all 50 states, and it was invigorating to know that we were helping because small businesses really are the backbone of the economy. They're growing and creating jobs, and so I really enjoyed my opportunity there.
I never thought of you as someone who would enjoy working in a government bureaucracy.
Well, I was out among the people talking to, you know, the small business owners around the country, and it was a real thrill.
Linda McMahon, it's a real pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you come again.
I'd like to.
If you're not careful, you will. See you again soon. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
All right. Texas may ban junk food for food.